Hello everyone, I hope you're doing fine. I have a new video for you today. I would like to show you the Medival inn I built for the Medival collab I was part of. It is basically a bunch of simmers all building something cool in the style of medieval architecture. So this building was inspired by a picture I found on Pinterest. If I find it again, I will link it in the description below so you can check it out if you want to. Of course, this house did not turn out exactly like the picture I was looking at while I built this, mainly because everything is crooked in the picture, and of course we can't really do that in The Sims, but I did my best to play around with curved roofs. And I must say, this is I think my first try at building something that actually should look like a real medieval building, and I must say I think it turned out okay. I also added this cabbage patch with a bit of water surrounding it. I really like how the water looks in the end. I added also some stones and a fountain, and I played around a lot with debug items and the tool mod, of course. When I started to work on the inside of the house, I wanted to do my best to make a functional kitchen that also looks kind of medieval. Like I wanted to make my own range hood, and I used these Realm of Magic stoves that, by the way, I had just gotten Realm of Magic, so I was very excited to use these items. And I also made a fireplace in what would later be the hall, and I added some beams, which I really like to do because it adds this character. Even though you cannot paint the ceiling, you can add beams, which adds some characteristics, I think. And in the kitchen, I really did my best to clutter and to use items that I thought would hold like herbs and stuff like that. I also wanted to make my own countertops, but when I place tested it, it just didn't work, so I removed the wood things that you just saw here. And yeah, you see me placing like actual functioning plumbing and electricity stuff that you need in a real kitchen, because this is a bar, so you need functional toilets and sinks and all that, and in order to Sims to be able to work here, you also need a bar and a television, which I hid, but it's still all functional, so I decided to just go with a vibe that says it looks medieval, but it's not. So I tried to trick myself into just making a medieval replica and not like the real thing. But I still wanted to have this medieval looking, so I added a lot of clutter and decor that fitted, in my opinion, and I also added some dirt because, you know, medieval times were not as clean as now. This was the television you saw right now. I tried to hide it, but you can still watch television if you want to. And this is kind of a secluded area for like the special guests, the VIP area. Inspired by my good friend Laura's channel, I will link down below. I also used some debug items to place on the table, as you just saw, with the knife and tomatoes and all of that, to make it look a bit more lively, as if people were just eating here. I also, as you just saw on the outside, I used a tool mod to put some decor below the foundation, only to find out when playtesting that this doesn't work and Sims cannot enter the stairs. So I had to remove some of it, but I still left some on the left side of the foundations, and you can access the stairs, which is the most important thing. Then I continued working on the outside. I added some plants, some debug stuff, some ivy, and I just wanted to make the lot look very lively. So I just added a lot of flowers and plants and trees to match the surroundings of Granite Falls where I built this. And I think this turned out really nice. Here are some more pictures of what I built. I'm actually very proud of how this looks, since this is really not what I usually do, and I had to step out of my comfort zone a little bit, but I think it looks cool and I really like it, and it's available on the Sims resource. If you want to have it, you can download it there. You can find a link to my TSR page in the description. And now I would like to ask you to also check out the other entries to this collab. And yeah, I hope you like the build. Let me know what you think, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!